Oh, this one. It was a request, so thank you to Letitia Popescu. I hope it's up to your standards, unlike my last request video. Perhaps I let my own beliefs cloud my judgment a little, and I may knock her down a few points, but I still like Mothwing and think she does a great job. Now, if a character abuses or neglects someone under their care, especially if it's a child, that's an automatic 0 from me, no matter their reason. I will have no sympathy. Yes, that includes Blue Star giving up her kids. It was irresponsible and foolish and cost Moss Kid her life, whether it would have saved ThunderClan from certain doom or not. So let's talk about Rainflower. If you don't know, because you haven't read the special edition Crooked Star's Promise or have blocked her out of your memory, Rainflower is Crooked Star's mother. She's a horrible person. Why? Well, Crooked Star wasn't born Crooked Kit. In fact, he was born Storm Kit, brother of Oak Kit and son of Rainflower and Shellheart. An accident broke his jaw, and it healed crooked. Rainflower was the one who suggested he be named Crooked Kit, rather than Storm Kit. It's a cruel name to give a child, or anyone for that matter, but it wasn't the only cruel thing Rainflower did to her son. Rather than be by his side, helping him to heal and cope with love, she spurns him. She mourns over the loss of his looks, rather than being glad he would survive. Rainflower refuses to even look at Crooked Kit, unable to stand his now twisted mouth, and even forces him to sleep apart from herself and his brother. She refocuses all of her love and affection towards Oak Kit, and outright calls him stronger than his brother and therefore more worthy of being Shellheart's apprentice. Rainflower also refuses to stay in the nursery with him, and forbids him from any training, despite him being old enough and big enough to be a proper apprentice. Rainflower says Oakheart is better than Crooked Paw at the Former's Warrior ceremony, and always would be. And why did she do this? It didn't fit into her vision of the perfect family. We all know that vision, right? Married to a successful and beautiful person, being successful and beautiful yourself, having a few kids who are just as beautiful as you'd always dreamed, and having everything always be perfect. It's hard to have a dream shattered, but my family knows better than most that family doesn't stop at good health or money. We don't love each other any less or neglect each other just because a huge change occurred. Rainflower, however, couldn't handle that. Her one true goal, her vision for her life, was dashed by one incident, and she couldn't cope with it. If one of her two beautiful, talented, perfect children wasn't perfect anymore, then why should he be in her family at all? Shellheart at least called her out on her repulsive behavior several times, though he did little in the way of actually preventing it. Yeah, Shellheart, she does have trouble admitting when she's wrong, and I hope to StarClan that she groveled when Crooked Star made it there. I also understand Crooked Star's grief at her death. Despite her deplorable actions, he still loved her deeply and wanted to make her proud. In that moment, I was more sad for Crooked Star's personal, irrational guilt than that Rainflower had died. It really boils my blood, in all honesty. Family is people who love you, even for your imperfections, who may call you out and be angry with you, but only because they know you could be better, and out of deep affection. Family isn't blood, family is love, and if you can't love your son after he's no longer fitting into your perfect, picturesque ideal, then maybe you were never his family at all.